I'm just going to do a big like thing at the front of the yard near the street, and that's enough for me. That's enough for me. The kids loved it. It's great, and it's more fun to look at everybody else's house than your own. They're not in competition yet. Now, when they're teenagers, maybe we're moving, whatever. But let me tell you something. This is a little secret. Now, I know that I'm not supposed to tell y'all to spend your money on shit, okay? I know that, okay? That's like I'm supposed to tell y'all save every dime and do everything by hand and fucking sew your own clothes and fucking eat rice and beans and shit. Nah, fuck that. Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to give y'all a little fucking thing that's going to help y'all out. Remember we say sometimes that the ROI on your time and your effort and everything like that, sometimes it's better to spend a little bit more to give more back in your life. There's a service out there. They will come and decorate your fucking house for you. They will bring all of the lights, all of the fucking whatever you need. They will set it all up for you, go up on the roof, do everything for you, put it up there, and then come take it all down for you. And you might say to yourself, yeah, Stocky, but that's going to cost me $650 or $750. It's going to cost you more than that or close to it on the decorations. You have to get on the fucking roof. You have to put all that shit together. Then you have to go up and take it all down. Then you have to store it all year. Take it out the next year. Half of it's broken. You have to spend money to replace it. And it's all tangled up and you have to spend 3 hours fucking untangling it. If you've got money, then do this. I'm just saying. You don't even have to have a ton of money. All right, $200 to $2,500, depending on how big your house is and stuff like that. Usually, middle is between $500 and $600. I know that it's a stupid purchase, but let me tell you something. The fact that you don't have to deal with all that shit sometimes is worth the money. Now, I'm not talking about people who are like literally on a budget, but I'm talking about those of you guys who have disposable income, but you just don't want to store all that shit and unwind it and then worry about the bulbs and then get on the roof and fucking break your back and then put it up and then take it all down. And then the worst part is nothing quite like going on the roof, stapling everything after 5 hours, getting it, going down, turning it on and realizing you fucked up. Okay, nah, forget all that. I'm just saying, like, you know, to those who have it. Now, for those of you guys who are looking for a side hustle, those are the kind of things. Let me tell you about a little side hustle right now. Halloween decorating. Front porch Halloween decorating. That's a legit neighborhood business that people put together. I'm not even kidding you. People will pay you for the supplies and a couple $100 to go fucking decorate their front porch. Jack-o'-lanterns and whatever. You don't even have to do anything. Like, they'll literally give you the money to go buy the stuff you need, and then you put it up in their front yard, in their porch. It's weird. People with money have more money than ever, and they're spending it. And if you think I'm wrong, let me tell you something right now. You do it for extra income. See, I'm not even doing that. I'm not even joking. It's wild. There is opportunities out there, and this is why I'm saying this. Consumer spending is expected to go up this year. Now, I put out a tweet yesterday about the K-shaped market, right? So we talked about this yesterday. It's in Stocky's Daily News, as everything is. And it's funny how I can talk about some bullshit Christmas light story and turn it into an economic talk. GPUS is up 28%. What the fuck? I'm sorry that you missed it. So let me show you this. And I got into a little argument on Twitter with somebody over this, but I think we came to a conclusion or an agreement. Here you go. Let me show you guys a little chart. Stocks and perception of the economy disconnected, right? So basically, for those of you guys who are new to the markets and new to this kind of stuff, I don't know why I love charts so much, but it's just like, it's like I like how they look. They just look so nice. But yeah, so basically this blue line is the S&P 500. Okay, this is what the market looks like. And then the consumer confidence or the consumer sentiment survey. Consumer sentiment is what the average person thinks of the economy, right? Like if they're going to have a job, if they're going to be able to afford things, how their confidence as a consumer, if they're going to be able to pay their bills, if they're going to have extra money to spend. And so generally, consumer confidence goes up and down, you know, with different like fears in the world, whether it's like an election or it's like whatever. Or sometimes it's about, you know, just it's the headlines or whatever it is. But there comes a point where you kind of get an equal weight from people in the bottom 50% and the people in the top 50%, right? And so that's kind of the thing that you see here. For the first time since it's been keeping the records, it's completely inversed, right? In the beginning, consumer confidence was high in the 1960s, but the market was relatively new, right? And so we were coming out of the baby boom era, the 1950s. The economy was exploding. People, you know, post World War II, everybody had jobs. We were rebuilding the world, and it kind of stayed with it. But COVID has changed that. And the reason that you see this is that consumer confidence is down at 50%, but the market's at all-time high. Why? Because we're actually getting a K shape. And the reason is that the top 40% of earners make up 60% of consumer spending. So you have less people earning and spending more money, and you have more people earning and spending less. So it starts to make a big difference. So the people that are doing well are doing better than ever, and more people are doing better than ever. But the people who are doing worse are doing far worse than they were. So and you got 60% of people that are in that range versus the 40%. And if they're doing worse than they ever have, it's going to show that divergence. And as you can see, that's a literal K right there. Okay, you see that? That's a literal K. You're literally seeing the split here where the market is going, but consumer confidence is going down. Now, that will change a little bit because more people than ever are invested in the stock market, 62% now versus 45% pre-COVID. But even the people that are now are just new to the market, and they're just doing 401k dollar cost averaging. They don't pay attention to it as a asset to borrow against or as confidence of something they can use for retirement quite yet. So that's kind of one of the things that you'll see there. But yeah, so that's what we're seeing. Now, why was I talking about this? I was bringing this up with something. And so yeah, so there's a lot of side hustles out there right now that are making money because people with money have more money and they're willing to spend that money, right? Because what did I tell you? The one thing that rich people can buy that poor people can't buy, and I don't mean like a yacht or some shit. The one thing they can afford that poor people just can't afford is time. Buying time. It's the most important, precious thing in the world. It's the most important, precious thing in the world. And it's the one thing that people with money can buy that people that can't. My example that I always use is that if you need to mow your grass and you don't, if you're a guy, you just want your dad or mom and you just want to get the fuck away from the family and the kids for a little while, you do it. But you're gonna have to go mow it. It's an hour of your day. But if you have money, you can hire somebody to do it for you. And so you get that hour of the time. Now, most likely that hour of time you're just gonna waste on some stupid shit, but you still buy that time that you don't have to utilize elsewhere. And so in America, the best way to make money is to save people time or make people lazier. Well, sorry, things more convenient. And that's the kind of thing that is making money right now. There are side hustles that are popping up everywhere where you can find a niche that needs to get filled that can take care of it. And with people having more, the people with money to spend have more money than ever, and they can buy time, they will do that. I'm telling you, I told you guys this 2 years ago on Halloween. Halloween decorating in your neighborhood, it sounds embarrassing, but if you go around and say, hey, Halloween's coming up, and I know a lot of people want to, put up decorations and stuff, but there's not a lot of time and everything like this, and everybody's so busy right now. I'm offering a service right now. You tell me what you want, how you want it. Here's some examples of what I've done. I'll go get the supplies. I'll even carve the pumpkins for you. If you want, I'll set up the fall leaves, whatever you want. You let me know. I'll take care of it for you. It costs, $100 an hour or whatever you want.